Alright guys, so today we're going to answer a question that I tend to get asked a lot when people find out that I have a YouTube channel. And the question is this: Sarah, how much does YouTube pay you? So I'm going to show you how much I got paid for 1,373,000 views by looking at my views in the past 28 days, although I'm not quite sure when I will upload this. It's probably going to be quite a bit later because my videos have a long turnaround time. And I'm answering this question today because genuinely, when people find out offline that I have a YouTube channel, this is almost always the first question that they ask me, and I'm not surprised because there's genuinely a lot of misinformation when it comes to YouTube AdSense. For example, let's take this YouTuber here who made a YouTube video explaining how YouTube decides how much to pay you per video.
And she's averaging a CPM of roughly $3.80, which is also pretty nice. But the other two girls we saw averaged more towards $6. So in general, I feel like girls make a little bit more on YouTube than guys make.
Yeah, so funnily enough, that's not how it works. So in this video, not only am I going to show you how much I've made, but I'm also going to show you how much other YouTubers make. And I'm going to explain why this YouTuber here, Graham Stephen, earns the most out of any other YouTuber that I know. And that way you might be able to implement some of his tricks if you decide to start a YouTube channel yourself. So while I am paid nowhere near as much as Graham is for his YouTube videos, as you can see, I do get paid quite a lot by YouTube. In the past 28 days, YouTube paid me $21,942 US, and that's what I personally get paid straight into my bank account. But of course, they actually pay me out in New Zealand dollars since, well, that's where I live. So that comes to around 33,000 New Zealand dollars. And while my YouTube subscribers will know that it's not my biggest income stream, the truth is it's actually the one that I'm probably most grateful to have. Because as my longtime subscribers know, I am a massive sucker for passive income. I would rather earn less passive income that requires little to no maintenance to upkeep than more active income. And to me, AdSense revenue is very passive because I don't usually make videos on trendy topics. If you make videos on trendy topics, then yeah, you'll just get a sugar rush of money and then it will fall off. So take this video I put out here due to popular demand on COVID-19's impact on e-commerce during the middle of lockdowns. Well, this got a huge spike in traffic. It was my biggest video release of all time, but once most of the world stopped being in lockdown, interest in it completely died. And as a result, 4 months later, this video earns me just $1 to $3 a day, despite it being my biggest video launch of all time. And so instead, I usually make videos on evergreen educational video topics that people will always want to watch even into the future. So here is a video that I made about my 7 biggest mistakes I made when I first started my business. And because of the fact that people are constantly starting new businesses every day, new people are constantly finding this video and they're watching it. And as a result, every day this video is making me anywhere from $5 to $20, even though I uploaded it over a year and a half ago. This video just keeps making me money because it isn't based on a trend. It's based on a topic that people constantly want to watch. In this video here, it teaches the psychology behind why customers like to buy products. And this topic is going to be just as relevant a year into the future as it is today, which is why even though this video was uploaded over a year ago, it still makes me $5 to $20 a day. And you know, $5 might just be a cup of coffee each day, but combined, these videos, they all add up. And I just want to say that the only reason I have this money at all is because of you viewers out there supporting this channel. So there's no gloating here, there's just gratitude. Thank you so much for watching my videos and your support. And you know what? You don't just get one thank you, you get a second big thank you if you take a moment out of your very busy day to give this video a like. But seriously, your support genuinely helps this channel, so thank you so much for it. And you get a big third extra thank you if you didn't turn your ad blocker on before watching this video. But see, here's the crazy thing, right? This here, it's one of my favorite YouTubers, Video Game Dunkey. He makes hilarious videos which unfortunately contain some very naughty words, which do not align with the family-friendly nature of this channel. So we shan't be turning on the sound for any of those videos, but his channel, it's way bigger than mine. Usually he gets tens of millions of views a month. And you know, the crazy thing is that even though I get just a fraction of that, and unlike Dunkey, almost nobody knows who I am, there is actually a chance that in this past month, I might have made more from YouTube than Dunkey. And it's because of this CPM. CPM stands for cost per mile. In other words, cost per 1,000 impressions. So basically, YouTube is saying, hey Sarah, for every 1,000 people that watch your video, you get paid $28.70. Except, well, that's not completely true. Because not everybody sees an ad before they watch a video. Which is why my CPM isn't actually $28.70. This is the amount of money I make per 1,000 monetized views. My real CPM, when you add in those unmonetized views, is actually $15.89. So this is one reason why Dunkey's CPM is gonna be lower than mine. Because while most of my videos are indeed eligible for ads, like all YouTube channels, I've had some videos very questionably demonetized. However, given his more vulgar language and inclusion of copyrighted characters such as Nintendo's characters, a lot more of Dunkey's videos will get demonetized. And of course, another reason why not everybody will see ads on my channel is not just because of the fact that some videos get demonetized. It's because, well, some people have just turned ad blocker on. But to be honest, this is just scratching the surface because there are much bigger reasons why my CPM will be higher than Dunkey's, and well, sadly, most YouTubers have zero idea as to why that is.
I feel like girls make a little bit more on YouTube than guys.
Well, here is the actual truth. It has nothing to do with that at all, and it has everything to do with supply and demand that is controlled by the advertisers. It is the advertisers that truly determine how much money you make, not YouTube. Because you see, while it is indeed a little bit of a simplification, an easy way to think of YouTube ads is to think of it like a giant auction house. I go and upload my video to YouTube, and they go, "Attention advertisers, Sarah Crisp from Wholesale Ted has released a new video. Who would like to put an ad in front of her first viewer?" Oh, me. I would like to place a bid, good sir. I will bid $1. Ah, I too wish to advertise to Sarah's first viewer. I will pay $2. $2? Good sir, I will pay $3. And now because of the fact that there are 3 different advertisers that each think that there's going to be a high chance that my viewer is going to buy whatever they are advertising, they will fight over their advertising space and they will bid the price up and up. And the more money that these advertisers think that they can earn per sale, the higher and higher they bid up and the higher and higher your CPM goes. To see this in action, let's take Jimmy, our man. Well, he earned $986 from AdSense for roughly 234,000 views on his channel, which means then that he earns roughly $4.20 CPM on his videos. His videos are mostly tech reviews and gadget reviews. And a small YouTube channel, The Icelandic Guy, made $58. That was for 19,500 views. That means that he earns around $3 CPM. He makes videos about photography and photography gear. And here is Shelby Church, a lifestyle-ish YouTuber who has well over 1 million subscribers. Well, she made $140,000 in 2019. And that was for about 32 million views across a huge wide range of topics, from lifestyle to cars to a video she made about Amazon FBA businesses, so all sorts of topics. The amount she earns per view drastically varies depending on the topic, but overall it came out to be about $4.40 CPM. And now we come to top finance YouTuber Graham Stephan, who made $129,000 just last December alone. He had roughly 7.8 million views, which means his CPM was roughly $16.50. He makes his videos almost exclusively on financial topics like the stock market, finance, investing, and saving. So if we were to rank our YouTube channels in order of CPM, this is how we'd all stack up. So of course, this all begs the question, why are advertisers only willing to pay $4 for Jimmy and $16.50 for Graham Stephan? Well, we can find out by taking a look at the type of advertisers that are advertising on top of their videos. So let's start off with Jimmy.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
Alright, so we got an advertisement for Grammarly, which has absolutely nothing to do with the video reviewing AirPods. But it's important to note because advertisers are usually willing to pay more if the videos they're advertising on top of are directly related to the product that they're selling. You think about it, people clicking on this video, they aren't interested in improving their grammar, they're interested in AirPods, so not many people watching this ad are going to be likely to click it. So Grammarly are probably not willing to pay much for this ad placement because they don't expect to get great returns on it. So chances are Jimmy is not making a lot of money for this ad. But there's an even bigger issue for Jimmy here. Because you see, Grammarly is really cheap. In fact, it's free to download and use. And while it's true that they do indeed have a paid plan, most people who use Grammarly don't buy this. So while they will convert some people to their paid plans, most of their users will be on their free plan. So keep this in mind as we go and take a look at the types of ads that Graham Stephan gets on his channel.
Why do people hate investing in the stock market? It's because of this. As a 5-year-old would say, the stock market goes up and down.
Alright, so this ad here, it's actually an advertisement for a retirement investment service. And let me tell you guys something. There is no free version of this to sign up to. Nope. So what it's advertising is something we have here in New Zealand called KiwiSaver. You put money from your paycheck into it and the money is reinvested, and when you retire, you can pull it out. It's very similar to IRAs, i.e. individual retirement accounts that the USA has. And these investment accounts, they make a lot of money. Why? Well, because retirement accounts have yearly fees. Every year you pay a percentage on all of the money you have saved in your account. The average American pays $467 each year in fees for their retirement accounts. National Capital looked at Graham's videos and went, the New Zealanders who are watching his videos are interested in money. That means that they're probably interested in saving and investing. This is our target customer, and since our target customer makes us a lot of money, we are willing to bid against other advertisers and pay higher prices for the chance to have our ads show up for New Zealanders that watch his videos. So basically, the moral of the story here is if you want to make a lot of money and have a high CPM on YouTube, make videos on topics that have lucrative products to sell in it. And that is why the more specific my video is with direct actionable business advice, the higher my CPMs are. So I went through my videos to find the one with the highest CPM, and it ended up being this video here where I gave my top 99 Shopify apps that I love. Now, I released this video a year and a half ago, so for those of you that don't know, Shopify is an e-commerce platform that lets you open an online store. Because this is so specific and actionable, advertisers know who exactly is watching this video, and it's people who are interested in expensive products with high profits. So even though this video doesn't get much traffic, it's making me around $100 a month passively. So let's now compare that to my video with the lowest CPM. It's way lower at $6.14. This video is such a low CPM because it's an animated storytime video. And well, this video, it's just extremely different. So for one thing, it's animated, so it's already attracting a very different type of crowd. And secondly, rather than containing actionable business advice, it just tells the story of my first ever side hustle I had when I was 15, where I took advantage of GameStop's video game trading policies to make a bunch of money. So while some people who watch this are interested in business, oftentimes the people who watch this, they're more interested in video games. So you think about it, the biggest thing that this audience has in common is that they like video games. Well, products relating to video games don't make nearly as much money as products relating to money, business, and finance, like investment accounts. And so probably the sorts of ads that this video is attracting is for broad, random products like Grammarly, who, as we've established, don't expect high conversion rates. Because of this, this video has a much lower CPM and has earned far less money over its lifetime compared to my Shopify app video. Even though this video has collectively got around 125,000 views and my GameStop video has over 400,000 views, my Shopify app video, despite having way less views, has earned me $1,000 more. So keep that in mind before you start a random vlogging channel. Your choice of YouTube topic is crucial, so pick a topic which has high profit products to sell in it if you want to make the most AdSense dollars. But that's not the only thing advertisers look for, because remember, Graham and I make videos on topics that attract the same types of products and advertisers. So why is his CPM higher than mine? If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's because of our audiences. So let's take my 99 Shopify app video. You'll see that over 90% of this audience is over the age of 25. Whereas you take my GameStop side hustle video, for this one, it's skewed significantly younger. Over 40% are under the age of 25. And considering that kids tend to be, well, broke, and those adults 25 plus are usually working stable jobs and usually thus have more money to spend, advertisers prefer to stick their ads in front of them. So if you can attract an older crowd, then that will bump up your CPM too, because advertisers can realistically expect your audience to spend more money buying products. However, there is another audience that we have yet to talk about, and this audience makes a lot of money. And that is America. So if we come back and check my audience breakdown, we'll see that about 32% of my viewers are American. Well, check this out. The amount of money that I earn for each of my American viewers is crazy. It's $41.93 CPM. That is way higher than the other countries on this list. And while it probably shouldn't have come as a surprise to me, there is a lot of wealth in America. Amongst my friends, I refer to America as the land of milk and honey. And if we've established anything, it's that advertisers love people who have excessive money to spend. The wealth in the USA may not be evenly distributed, but nevertheless, the wealth is there. So with this all in mind, let me ask you a question. Who do you think is watching this video here, and this video here, and this video here, and this video here, and this video here that are all exclusively discussing America's stimulus checks that are being mailed out to American people to stimulate the American economy due to COVID-19? Gee, I don't know, maybe the Americans who are actually receiving them? I went through his videos and found 11 talking exclusively about the American stimulus checks. And this is just one example of a video topic that Graham has on his channel, which is 100% American-centric. And certainly not all of his video topics are, but several of his videos do talk exclusively about American things. And so, while I don't know for sure, my guess is that his audience skews far more towards the Yankee than mine, which is why Graham's AdSense checks are probably going to continue to look a lot like this. And it's not because of his gender. So did I help to demystify YouTube's AdSense for you? If I did, please hit subscribe and click that little notification bell for more videos about growing and scaling online businesses. And if you'd like to learn more about how and why I started this YouTube channel, then you should be sure to check out my video, the 5 income sources that make me $1,000 a day in my 20s. So go ahead and watch my next video, and I'll see you over there.